Hello dear users, in the follow-up to the Adobe XC projects, we get to the final project from the series of projects that we have been dealing with. We are going to take care of it. As you see, it is a UI of a website with its specific features that have been detailed on this web page. And here, based on our former tutorials and the tools that we introduced you, you are able to, and you have the possibility and ability to design the elements that you want. You can also see other sections of this website. The services section, this website is trying to introduce us to various services, and it is about expert, where we would be able to play a video file and it is going to show certain items. We have the portfolio where you see the prototype.
Very well. In the last video we saw how we can design these shapes and parts. I designed such a thing for myself. It is very simple. Using the combination keys Control and Shift, you can have such items. If I were to give you an example, imagine we have such an item. I give it the green color, okay, and by holding the Control button, there is a point that can make all the shapes round. But if I just want to have this and these corners, what I need to do is to use the combination keys Alt. I hold the Alt here, and if I have it this way, I can have such an image as you can see on the page. Very well. And now we get to the parts of these sections to see how it is. Here we have a background. Here I am going to make a copy out of this. I'm going to set it here. We don't want to have these items included in our copy because we want to design them by ourselves. That is why from here I make a background like this here, and I get the color code that I want from here like this. And now the sections that we have over here, the parts that we don't need to write by ourselves, I copy and paste them by myself. Change their bit to Pro Display. The font is changed to Pro Display. In fact, I take care of it, and finally it is done in the same manner as before. It doesn't have any complexities. Let me remove the layout section so that I can have it like this. If you pay attention here, the first item is selected. The reason is because we have a shadow in this section. If you pay attention, none of these elements contain any new thing. But here, if you pay attention, if I click right here, as you see, there is a shadow behind this item. And we have had different examples regarding these shadows. We need to see how such an item is being designed. So at first I am going to copy this from here and set it over there. Control X, Control V, and now I am going to, as a matter of fact, let's triple these rectangles, delete two of them, they're not necessary here. Okay, let me turn it into a triangle and delete it then. Okay, like that. You can draw a line. Okay, here I remove the border border that we have here. We go to this part. Very well, this is what I was looking for. Now I can design what I want. Over here I want to design it with round corners. I give it 10. In fact, using the first color I have on my mind, I start with this orange color in a rectangle. I zoom in to see how things are. Okay, from this I make a copy, double it, and this one, triple it, and make them pink for a second, and then go back. From this I make a copy, and then like that. Very well. Let's see. Let's zoom back. This needs to be set at the center. We move a line down and separate them. Now we have 6 equally sized rectangles, and now the colors that I have on my mind are being applied. Blue, orange. Okay, let's check, compare the two. Okay, if you pay attention here, the colors are exactly what we had on our mind, and then after that we change these in color. I can change these to green. Okay, and this one you can change this to color. The least one is going to be set on this item. Okay, and the blue that is here. Well, so now I choose the purple. Okay, add it to my palette. Alright, and finally, let's see this one in the same fashion. And the items that we have here are really clear. We can have 6 icons, and in order to avoid doing all this designing, this extra stuff that are required for this kind of designing, I just copy and paste them because we have already taken care of the business. It's nothing new. So as I already explained to you, we can copy the material that we have designed originally. There's no problem with such a copy. Okay, as always, I don't want to waste any of our precious times. That's why I copy and paste. I have the identical items moved over here. I just want to know how things are done. Okay, very well. I set this here, this one here, and finally this item is moved over here like this. I can choose an icon. From here again, I use this. Okay, just like that. And now hit Control Shift I, and here, in fact, paste it on my work. Okay, like this. That's right. Okay, I copy and paste things like that to move forward faster. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, and also this item that we have like this, and if you pay attention, we have some buttons here. Okay, we move these higher so that we can have those buttons. Okay, let's see, like this. Okay, very well. We can change these items in groups, but I am going to move on like this. Okay, now, so that we won't be missing anything, we move the sign a bit take care of the items one by one. Very well. Let's see what we got over here. I zoom in on the design to see how things are. Here we are going to have a button. Okay, now with this size I don't want to have a border, and yeah, I want a border, but we give it the white color, and the corner would be 100. Okay, and here I set it over here and make a copy from this. Alright, that's it. Okay, I made a copy, move it over here. We set the border. We can set it any each way. We can move it up and down, wider, narrower. Okay, Control C, Control V. Okay, and I need to reduce the font. I set it on 18, and of course, what we have over here, I need to change this to, now we copy this, we change this to red. Okay, read, let me see, yeah, quite right. Yeah, they look similar. Now, what are we missing? So this one, in fact, up to here, and now we can use this button in order to use an object over and over again. Okay, we can change it to a component. If I have a hole and hit make component, we have a component here. If I go over here, as you see, this is the component that I made, and now quite easily I can use it over and over again on my project. As you see, if I have it right now like this, in fact, using this certain operation, I can have it in my project. I can include it there, contain it within the confines of that project. Okay, very well. In fact, very quickly I perform this action and these elements so that we can get the desired effect. Okay, let me add some space so that it makes things more like what we had on our mind. Okay, very well, that's up to here. And now we get to the shadow that we are going to give to the first item. We said, quite simply, I designed a rectangle with this width, with the width of this item over here like this. Whether or not it has a border does not really matter. I just give it a corner and give it a color like this, and I need to set it here, in fact, and also the rectangle needs to be sent to back, as you see. In fact, this needs to be set like this, and this option needs to be, let's see, set on the layer that I want. Okay, that's it.